Good morning, fifth grade learners. Today is December 7th, 2020. Welcome to science class, Mr. Monzo's room. That's me. And I thought of something funny today that you guys are going to have no idea what I'm talking about. This makes me feel like the Great Kazoo. Does anybody know who the Great Kazoo is? Who is he?
A kazoo.
Yeah, he's a kazoo. Who is he? Only parents will get that. He was a little imaginary creature on an imaginary show called The Flintstones, and he wore a space helmet. So that's what I feel like today. Do you know who he is, Brooke?
My dad loves the Flintstones.
Tell your dad. Say, Mr. Monzo thought he was the Great Kazoo today. He'll probably laugh. Anyway, welcome back, guys, and it's great to have everybody back in school. I can't tell you what it's like to teach to an empty classroom and see like 9 faces on the screen. It's not what I signed up for, guys. I like being around people. So when I was in this room all by myself last week, by the end of the week, I was getting a little depressed, and I was a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of, I want the kids back. So welcome back, guys. It's great to see you. We're going to check later on. I'll check my grade book. There's some of you that might not have taken your quiz yet. You might not have finished your journal entries. So I'll let you know who you are. Make sure we keep up with that every week. Caroline.
I couldn't finish my test.
Okay.
Quiz thing. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I'll let you guys. Let's review that at the end of class, though. Well, towards the end of class, I'll let you know who you are, who needs to get those quiz grades into me. Okay. Same format this week, but we have 5 days this week. No journal entry today. We're just reading from the book. Journal entries Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, quiz Friday, and I can't think of any other surprises. All right, so let's keep moving towards the holiday season where we get a little bit of a break. Okay, today we're talking about Earth's resources. And let me do a check here. Looks like we are still recording. Good. And we are on page C74. So I want to read this page and I'm going to comment about it. The earth provides many resources that people need and use. Some resources are found only in limited quantities. Other resources are almost unlimited, like water or wind, stuff like that is unlimited. The natural world provides everything that people need to stay alive, and many things that people find useful or helpful. These resources include air, water, minerals, and soil. They are called natural resources. Humans have found many ways to take advantage of natural resources. We use them to build houses, grow crops, and raise livestock. We also use natural resources as a source of fuel and electrical energy. Natural resources that are used to produce energy are called energy resources. So in this mine, they show 2 men, and they are mining copper. Okay, so I initially thought this might have been a coal mine, but it is a copper mine, and copper mines usually, when you're mining them, you usually find other elements too. So guys, this is a job that you probably would not want, because if you see those guys, they are working very hard with jackhammers, and they're underground, and they're getting very dirty. Now, the one good thing about mining is it pays a lot of money. Does anybody know why? Piper?
It's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. There's a reason you're getting paid all that money. You're underground, it's very dusty, very dirty, and it's dangerous. But these men that work together, they form a bond, and often when you work in a mine like that, you don't want to do anything else. That's your life. You come to accept it. And the reason I know that, there was a mine around here, a coal mine, and they had an accident. They were drilling for more coal, and they hit another mine that was full of water. And it filled their coal mine up with water, and they had to run to a higher level of the mine. And it's not too far from here in Idlewild, near Idlewild, the Q Creek mine. And 9 miners got trapped underground. And all 9 were rescued before the water got as high as where they were. Some of those miners went back to work in the mine, even after They almost died down there. Now, how many of you would keep a job like that where you were underground and a tragedy, a catastrophe happened, and you had a choice once you were rescued? How many would still go back to work in that mine? How many would say never? Okay, we had about 5 people that said they would still do it. Guys, these families, they, like I said, they get to be really close. They form a bond. They enjoy their work, and it pays good money. The other half are like, no, I'm not going back underground. And I think that would be me. I'd just be so happy to, to survive something like that. So these coal miners and these copper miners, they have a very dangerous job and a very dirty job. But I'm glad they do that because they provide the sources to create energy for our houses, like coal and this copper that is used for different things. Copper sometimes is found in pure nuggets. Okay, let's read one more page and we'll save the other pages for tomorrow possibly. Some natural resources are not easily replaced. These resources are called non-renewable resources. Once a non-renewable resource is used up, natural processes take millions of years to replace it. So we don't have that kind of time to wait around for coal to get formed again. Nobody has a million years to wait. We have to be wise with our resources. Non-renewable resources include oil, natural gas, and coal, which are examples of fossil fuels. They are called fossil fuels because they come from the remains of ancient plants and animals. Oil, which is also called petroleum, formed from the remains of plants and animals that once lived in the oceans. How did plants and animals change into oil? After they died, their remains settled on the ocean floor. Over time, sediments were built on top of the remains, which were pressed under the building weight of the sediments. This pressure, along with heat from the Earth's interior, changed the appearance and chemical makeup of the remains. Further pressure squeezed the remains into liquid. That liquid is oil. Other non-renewable resources include minerals and some rocks, such as ores of aluminum, iron, and copper. These materials are used for building materials and making a wide range of products, from automobiles to jewelry. Because non-renewable resources cannot be replaced, it's important to use them wisely. If people are not careful, these resources will not be available for future generations. Then on this page, they also give a picture of what the process looks like over the millions of years that it takes to form these resources. As marine plants and animals died, their remains were sometimes buried before they completely decomposed. Over millions of years, heat and pressure turned this organic matter into oil. The oil collected in fractured rocks in spaces between sediment particles. Today, oil pumps remove the oil from these spaces. So guys, we always say this, be careful with the resources. Once they're gone, nobody has millions of years to wait around for them to be formed again. All right, so we have a lot of coal, especially in western Pennsylvania. We're going to use it wisely. And as these resources run out, whether it's 30, 40, or 100 years from now, we're going to find alternative energy resources, like that big bright thing in the sky. What's that called? Ready? Yes, the sun. It's going to be around, we estimate, for 1 billion years. It's free energy. Okay, I think if we put some more effort into solar power, we can really benefit from it. Gabe?
It's going to be around till it explodes.
It's going to be around till it explodes. And by then, one of your future generations, or my future generations, will invent a spaceship and take us to a new galaxy. What do you think, guys?
No thanks.
No thanks?
No. Unless
The galaxy is going to be called
Kylo Ren's going to
Aspen.
be there, I don't know.
All right. Well, here's the thing, guys. We have nothing to worry about. The sun's going to be around for a long time. It's very, very, very powerful. So we have that going for us. There's no danger of some of these resources running out right away, but some people estimate it could be 30 years, some say 100 years. Let's just be careful. When you leave the room, turn the lights off. Because somewhere there's a coal plant burning, producing energy to light these lights. So let's turn it off and we can preserve energy. Do your part. All righty. Okay. Thanks, guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Remember, no journal entry today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yes. Friday quiz. All right, 5th grade online learners, we'll see you.